This is meant to serve as a benchmark test to see how this thing is in free air. We've got that set up so as to be put in the middle of this box. I have not coated the box except for the sealer, which is just the primer filler here that you see, and it's made out of, well, that board right there, which is a basically a double-sided like paneling board that's made from particle wood. So and then it's a 11 by 11 and by 11 inch cube with 5/8 framing in it, and there's the lid. So what we'll do is place that in the container with the lid on, and then do our measurements after that. And let's see what we get here. Nah, it's gotta be higher than that. Wow. So the distance sure does. Let me get this a little closer then. Let's see. I'm going to pause this. I want a little bit higher peak there. Okay, so this looks like the best we're going to get. Just repositioned it down lower. So it's going to be about an inch or two from the container. And as you can see, that's what we're going to get in open air. Yeah, so I've got it in the box. Let's just do a quick read on this. Yeah, I can't believe it attenuated it that much already. Wow. Huh. Okay, let's see what happens with the lid on it. And there's the reading with the lid on it, not much change. Alright, so we'll begin coating the container with the carbon nanotubes and perform these tests as we go. Thank you. As we put the first coat in, this will be the mix with the linker molecule in it, and that allows it to stick on the box, and then the subsequent non-linker molecule but functionalized nanotubes will stick on a lot better as well and give us a higher conductivity rate. So I'm going to go really light for a couple coats with this TEI layer, and we will then it'll take about 2 of these, I think, and I'll probably do some tests in between here to see how it's going. This is the second coat, so I'd like to get that pretty much black before I put the, and again, I'm going over pretty thin, so it's not real heavy coats at all. This is the third coat. Probably put one more on it with this linker molecule. It's like watching paint dry. This is a after 4 coats. Starting to dry here. Okay, so this is after about 4 or 5 coats. just finished up on the edge up here. So I think I'll go with the light dusting of some non-functionalized suspension. Just lightly coat that. That's all I'm going to do with the non-functionalized suspension here. So like I say, a light coating of the non-functionalized suspension, and it's drying right now, and I'll do the rest of the sides, and I'll follow up with the functionalized non-linker mount on the M2 there. So after the light M3 coating, which is the non-functionalized suspension, we're going to follow up now with the M2, which is merely been functionalized. And already though, before we start doing the M2 mix, we are reading 80 k ohms from one edge to another. Okay, here we go. Oh, maybe I can start. Yeah, I think I got it. I'll pause. Okay, this is drying off another 4 coats of the functionalized carbon nanotube dispersion. Okay, about 4 coats of the functionalized nanotube. No linker molecule in it. And this is what we got resistance-wise from corner to corner. This goes from top edge to top edge right here. Like you see, that number gets down more than 10 times to be effective with the EMP, but we'll test it anyway. Thanks. $17K ohms quarter to corner, and we're at a little more than 2 divisions below the peak of the chart there, or the range. Let me try to remove this box now and show if there's okay, so I'm going to set this over here. And I'm going to slide this back where it was. And yeah, we've got a ways to go yet, it appears. So, okay, we'll keep coating. Jeez, why is it so big? I guess it's not there. Alright, this is after multiple passes, I'd say about 4 passes of the M3 on top of the M2, which is on top of the M1. This is what we got so far. We're down to 1500 ohms from this corner over to this corner. And the other thing I wanted to show is you can see here how the light reflects from this, and then you can see how much light reflects from that, and it is quite a bit. You can't, the phone camera doesn't quite pick it out as well, but you can see it dims as soon as it gets. So we're absorbing some of the infrared light too. Okay, that's about it for now. This is a snapshot of how things set right now. We're about, oh boy, it just popped up. Probably because of my phone. I'm going to do something with my phone here. Hold on. Okay, this is a benchmark. Again, I guess we're good to go here. Yeah, there's the tip of the antenna that we're picking. So we'll go with that. Okay, so this coating now that we're at is around 1700 ohms from a corner to a corner. Some spots I don't measure anything, so we're still on the high side for any attenuation, but let's give it a shot. And it does appear we're attenuating a little bit, but I'm going to let this cook for a while because it's spiked up a couple times after it's set for a while. So we'll let it go for a little bit. Okay, I've let it soak for a while, and there's where it's at. We'll let the information here show what it is. And back out again. So this is a baseline. I think this ought to do it for this, and then I'll go get the box. Okay, this box now has got like around 500 ohms, give or take 50. Corner to corner, edge to edge. So we've made significant reduction there, and let's see what attenuation we get. Looks like a solid 10 dB reduction. I'll have to double check, but it looks like it's close to 10 dB reduction. Very good. All right. We've got less than 200 ohms across the top of this lid. There's less than 200 ohms right in the corner. Surface area of the probes on now. Now if I go across this box, 220 some ohms, so I think I'm going to draw a line there. The most I think I'll do now is make sure the bottom edge is coated well, and then we'll stop it. We'll go with the next series in reverse. We'll go with the M2 on the coating, which has the oxide on there, or then functionalized. Then we'll go with the M1, which has the functionalization and the linker molecule attached. So we're almost ready to go that direction now. Thanks. This is the last coat of the functionalized and linker molecule. The reason why I stop at this, started and stopped with this coating is to seal in, help seal in the non-functionalized and non-linker molecules formulation that have the higher conductivity. So, and this functionalized and linker molecule mix that I finished off here on is not very conductive. The linker molecule restricts the conduction. So we have completed the going backwards with the layers off the spray brushing from the non-functionalized to the functionalized, and then the last layer was the functionalized with the linker molecule in it. Linker molecule is kind of a plastic liquid that gets bound into the carbon nanotubes. This is the M1's the linker molecule mix. M2 is just functionalized nanotubes, and M3 is just non-functionalized nanotubes suspended in liquid. All that we did with this was run it through a sonicator. So, excuse me. After we were complete with the linker molecule mix, that formed a nice solid layer that you could then handle, but we're going another step here and I added then some plastic primer, which binds right very well with the last layer that we sprayed down, the linker molecule layer, and that puts a good primer on there for what we followed up with now. And I'm still adding them. I've emptied out this 2-part mix, clear. It's an epoxy base 2-part spray, and it seems to be hardening up well. I'm going to let it harden up overnight, and then I'm going to put another several other coats on it tomorrow, and then that's Friday, so it'll harden over the weekend and should have a good solid coat of epoxy on there, so that it should be able to take some abuse. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Another little baseline here. Alright, so this is with the antenna probe in there, the Wi-Fi device up there. We're about 4 or 5/10 of a division away from the top. Looks like it keeps rising. Could be from this phone. There's how I've got it positioned. Doesn't look like we changed anything there. I'm going to pause and put the lid on. Pause. Okay, we have the lid on. I was able to do it without too much disruption. As you can see, the peak hasn't changed much, if at all. Well, let's make sure yeah, maybe it did go up. And now we will see how far up it goes now. And we're probably 11-12 dB below where it was before. Okay, that's about all I can do for now. Thank you. Okay, I just flipped it upside down so the probe is coming in from the bottom. We're going in from, okay, you guys get it. So we're going to clear this. And it appears that we get about the same level of attenuation, I believe. Maybe even a little less. Not what I expected. Okie dokie. I think I'm going to flip the... Gonna have a probe outside and our Wi-Fi device inside. Next test. Yeah, this is the same thing except the just a different orientation is all. This is with the transceiver inside and the probe outside. You can see where it's mounted on top of a box in the center of the box. We'll put the cover on it and repeat the test. Okay, now we have the cover on it with our little grommet material. It doesn't look like we influenced that signal too much. And there we are. I'm gonna have to go back and see, but it does look like we attenuated a good, I don't know, what was it, 10 dB before? I have to look. Looks pretty good though. Alright, take her easy.